Uh, It's 7:30. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Um, Second here. Roll call: William Johnston. Here. Thomas Graffinino.
Here.
Lynn Colligan.
Here.
Lisa Kreckler.
Here.
And Phil DiOrio, I'm here. I don't see that we have town attorney. Okay. I don't think we're going to need any help here tonight. First order of business is to review and approve the September 25th, 2024 minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have one application to discuss tonight. That's 12 Wesley Avenue, Markey. This is for a house in the Heights on a very small lot, doing what I would call a relatively modest renovation. Seems like it's going to fit in very nicely to the location where it is. The only correspondence we got was, I think, from the Heights, and that was positive. And we did have a question about a dimension, but it is shown on drawing number A101. That dimension is shown, so I think we can move forward with that. And does anybody have any input on this?
I wrote in my notes minimal decibel requirement.
Right, so that's for the mechanicals. Reed had put in that they require a variance, but the code was updated to allow them in the side and backyard if they were tight to the house and they were less than 70 decibels.
Okay.
So that was what that was covered.
Yeah, I just didn't know what that question
Yeah, no,
was
there was a little bit of a discussion about that, but I don't think that there's any variance required for the mechanical equipment there, the two AC condensers.
Okay.
Anybody else have anything?
No comment.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that we have the dimensions right. So that one dimension that's on A101 is 1311 and a half to the property line from the corner of the foundation. And then the corner of the porch is 2.6 feet from the property line. So that one requires a 37.4 feet variance. And then the foundation from the 40 feet will require 27 feet and 1/2 inch. Is that correct? No, 26 feet and 1/2 inch.
I had it written down somewhere.
That make sense?
Yeah, this minus this.
These two.
Yep.
To make 40, not that. So I think it's 26 feet and 1/2 inch. That's the variance that the foundation requires. And the corner of the porch requires a 37.4 foot variance.
Right, that's correct.
All right. Also, they are going to require a special permit because it's expanding of the bulk of a non-conforming use. And it's only non-conforming in that the lot is undersized and so the house is in the setback.
I have them going up by 208.5,
Square feet. Okay, that's a good number.
and then they're going from 27% to 29% lot coverage.
Okay, so maybe can you keep those numbers for us here? Okay. All right, so are we ready for our checklist on this? We would do the area variance findings first. Whether an undesirable change will be produced in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties.
No,
Am I just going to need a why?
Yeah, I need a Y, please. Why do you think?
because it's in small lots and small houses around.
It's efficient use of
Yeah, it fits.
existing space.
Yeah,
And they're actually making it, according to them, more historically accurate design-wise for the heights.
Okay, thank you.
Whether the benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by a feasible alternative to the variance.
There's no building envelope really,
Not with the
right?
building.
no, there's no building
I
envelope.
think that this is really a pretty sensible addition. Whether the requested variance is substantial, you'd have to say yes. I mean,
Yeah.
Based on the numbers,
yes,
yes.
based on the numbers, it is substantial. Would the variance have an adverse impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood?
They're all small houses.
I mean, all the lots are small. I think that this house, even after the addition, is going to be one of the smaller houses in the area.
Adverse.
No, I think it's going to really be positive.
Exactly.
Was the alleged difficulty self-created? I'll say yes to that because the folks, they would like to expand their house. All right, and we'll jump on to the special permit for the expansion of the bulk nonconformity. The general suitability is the proposed use, the most appropriate use of this land.
Yes, it's
Yes.
residential and it's remaining residential.
Will the use be detrimental to surrounding property values? I think it'll only help surrounding property values. In the
Right.
long term, the house will be just a much nicer house. Will the use cause an overcrowding of land or undue concentration of population?
No,
No,
it's
it's the
not
same
gonna,
population, right?
no effect on the
Yeah.
population.
Is the site suitable for the location of such use in the town?
Yes, it's residential, it's in a residential neighborhood.
Um,
It's a covered deck, which is typical on residential houses.
Right.
Is the proposal harmonious with the character of the existing and probable development of uses in the vicinity?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Is the proposed use accessible for fire and other emergency apparatus? As
yes,
much as it ever is going to be. Is the proposed use unreasonably near a church, school, theater, recreational area, or other place of public assembly? I don't think it's unreasonably.
unreasonable.
no,
Will the proposed use interfere with established uses in the neighborhood?
No, it's residential.
Public services, are the driveways and sidewalks adequate to assure public safety and avoid traffic congestion? I would say that, yes.
Given the limitations.
That's where we are, yeah. Are there adequate facilities for the treatment, removal or discharge of sewage, refuse, or other effluent from this use? So the Heights has public sewer.
right,
We hooked up to that system. Will the proposed use cause odors, dust, light, or noise, and if so, how can the impact be minimized? It will not. And if any light will be now subject to dark skies, so they'll have to comply with the dark skies rules. Will the proposed use impact the aquifer and other important natural resources, and if so, how can they be protected? I'm going to say no, because the odds are they're not going to draw any more water than they used to. Is the lot big enough for the proposed use, and it's reasonable anticipation, operation, or expansion?
It is a small lot. Again, they're going up 208.5 square feet. They're taking off some piece of one side and reworking it. They're shifting it.
Shifting
Yeah.
what?
Shape shifting.
Shifting
So
the square footage?
Oh, they're
they're
increasing
increasing it.
the square footage, but they're taking stuff off one side and putting stuff on the other side.
So I think it's reasonable for the operation. Again, it's for a covered deck for the most
Yeah.
part.
Is there enough off-street parking for employees or visitors, and is parking laid out in a convenient and safe way? There is going to be the same amount of off-street parking as there was before this project. And I think that, the Heights is the Heights when it comes to that kind of thing. What buffers and screening are necessary to protect 8 adjacent properties and land uses? I don't think that there's anything that we're going to need to require here.
no.
Right. So I think we have everything together to,
Do I need these numbers
Sure.
So can I get numbers for the area variance?
So sure, well, that's the 37.4 feet for the covered deck is the required variance. And 26 feet and 1/2 inch is for the foundation.
Thanks. And then Lisa, was there something for
Nothing that's really,
special permit?
that requires,
Yeah, nothing. I mean, you can put it in 208.5 square foot increase.
208.5?
Square feet.
so I think we're done with this, is that correct?
Yeah, we don't need to put any conditions or anything on any of.
Oh, I think this is one of those rare, everybody's feeling good. All right, so I think that, whatever, we had closed this already, so we're just discussing here at the work session. I guess, can we close this work session? Can I have a motion to close the work session, not the meeting quite yet, we'll close the work session?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, can I have a motion to close the meeting?
I'll make a motion.
We get a second? All in favor? All in
Aye.
favor? Aye.
Aye.
There we go. That's it, Jess.